Hello everybody, I am really hoping that you're all staying cool this week because it is really hot, at least here in the Pacific Northwest, and I can only imagine how hot it is everywhere else in America currently, and in the UK and everywhere else that it's been so hot. Anyway, I probably won't be out here very long because the heat seeps into the garage here pretty quickly. I do have the fan up there that tries to exhaust the heat when I try to be out here, but the brand new heat pump is working great, cooling the house, which is a big relief when coming home. There's somewhere cool to take a break from all the heat working in the warehouse all day that doesn't have air conditioning. So, yeah, what have I found this week? Because that seems to be a popular thing that I always share with all of you. And then, of course, whatever the heck else, we decide to go and do in this video. It has come time to reinstall the wall. I simply just hammered these little things back up into the nails that were up top and removed all the other nails from the 2x4s here. So I'm going to replace all the nails with screws so in the future it's easier to take this apart and take it down. I'm going to screw this back together and then we'll get the board put back up. Much better with the screws in it. Definitely holds better too. This thing was more of a pain to put up than take down. Just to get it all lined up again and get it up in its little groove up there was terrible. But I used a board here at the bottom and the crowbar to help lift it up while I can screw it into place. So pretty much all these have screws in them again. Added a couple here on the sides just for some extra strength. But other than that, my plan is to cover up these lines with trim or something in case it ever does have to come down again. At least it's there and easier to access. Of course, these screws would have to be uncovered again, but whatever. But hopefully that won't have to be done for a very long time. But at least the wall is back up. And here we are at a little park in Clawlum Bay. Boy, this is most certainly a ways out here. Very beautiful scenery though. Here we have a ceiling fan and LED tube running on 38 volts. Semi just hit the power pole outside and knocked out one of the phases. We still have the phase for the lights, as you can see they're still working. But over here, we got 38 volts. Interesting. This is the only thing I picked up this past week. It's not a light, it's not a fan, and it's not a computer. It's not something that I'd normally pick up, but as soon as I saw it on the shelf, I knew exactly what it was and that I really kind of wanted to have it. So here it is. This is the GameSphere, and you can't really find many of these, at least when I look them up online. They're pretty difficult to find. There's a couple new ones for sale, but that's really about it. And why do I call it the GameSphere? It doesn't really look like a game console. Well, if you've ever watched Drake and Josh, that's what they used it as in the TV show. I haven't watched Drake and Josh in such a long time, but I do remember this object from the TV show. So I wanted to pick it up because I remember watching the show with friends and, all those good times. But anyway, that's what this is, the GameSphere. Anyway, it's very spherical, but it's not capable of playing any games. It's just a radio and CD player. It's made by Memorex, as you can see here, and its actual name is the Boom Ball, if I remember correctly. This one I couldn't find the original cord for, but I found a cord that fits in there. It's just the, generic Infinity or 8 style plug, so no problem there finding another one at the store. It seems to be in pretty good condition. Of course, it's got some scratches and some paint on it here. But for $15, I thought, let's pick it up. It's kind of a cool item to have, a piece of, TV item, it's been in a show and that's kind of cool type thing, whatever, I can't think of words. So, I don't know. We're going to clean it up and see if the CD player works. I do know that the radio works because, like I said, I tested it at the store. I believe they made other items to go along with this idea of spherical red objects. I think there was a clock, and I think when I was researching this, there was also a TV or something. But this is the radio. It's completely spherical. Kind of looks like a helmet. It's got a handle here on the back. It takes, I think, 8C batteries or something. There's its model. And all kinds of other information. And there we go. That is the Memorex Boom Ball. We'll clean it up. Radio works fine. The CD player only works if you shake the heck out of the thing and get the motor spinning. Sometimes it'll spin up on its own once I did it a couple times, but I think the head has a problem seeking, moving, because it only does track 1. If you try to look for any other tracks on the CD, it don't do it. It just gets upset. So whatever to that, the radio works. That's probably the only thing that anybody will ever use on it anyway, other than it just being a thing to look at. Quite a while ago at work, we were going through just old stuff that's been piling up, and this is one of those items that was in the pile of stuff piling up. We don't have a use for them anymore at work, so I was allowed to take these home, and as you can see there, I'm saying these. Yes, there's not just one here, but 2 of the exact same thing. These are Lenovo, at least I think they were Lenovo, ThinkPad T series. I don't think it was IBM still at the time. Yes, Lenovo. So, they're both the exact same thing. And I took the hard drives out and gave them to my boss and told him, here, you can go and destroy these, because that's the, well, most secure way to do it, really. Just take a hammer and break them to absolute pieces. But that's perfectly fine, because I have a solution to the problem. Some cheap SSDs, which will be a nice little upgrade for these laptops here. I don't really have any plans for these. I think the one that's beat up the most I'm actually going to use out in the garage as just a computer for whatever, because it's a pretty durable machine to begin with. I do remember that one of these has kind of a yellowed screen and the other one looks fine. I don't remember which one is what. They do have these batteries that stick out the back. I'm guessing that's just how they are. But anyway, let's take a look at one of them here. It's let's see, it should say inside here we have a little clip to unclip to open it up. Intel Centrino, so it's got a Core 2 Duo in it, I do believe. This is a T61, and like I said, I believe this is the exact same thing. Indeed it is. So, inside this box are the chargers. I put them in the box there, so I do have the chargers for these machines. I'll get the SSDs in them, and then we'll install Windows 7 Home. And the reason I'm installing that is because that's the key that is stuck to the bottom of these. So at least then I have a code to activate Windows with. But yeah, there they are. As always, I really do hope you enjoyed this vlog style video. And also please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. And thank you very much for watching.